Hi, thank you for watching Dig Into China. I'm Dong Shang. If you have not done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Official yearbook data shows that the total mainland Chinese population was 1.4118 billion by late 2022. Last year, 9,560,000 babies were born, while more than 10,400,000 people died. The population in 2022 fell by 850,000 from 2021. 2022 was not just the first time death outnumbered the birth in China since the Great Famine in 1960s. It was also one of the worst performance years for the Chinese economy since 1976. China's dropping birth rate have been a topic of discussion for years. The annual statistics that were published 3 years ago in January 2020 showed that China's birth rate in 2019 had fallen to its lowest since the founding of the People's Republic of China. In that year, the birth rate was 10.48 per thousand, and more than 14,600,000 babies were born in mainland China. The data from later years showed that just 12 million babies were born in 2020 and that only 10.6 million babies were born in 2021. The latest number is another record low. Over recent years, various trends in China media have highlighted the social issues behind China's dropping marriage and birth rates. The rising costs of living and the fact that Chinese younger generations prefer to marry late are often mentioned as an explanation for China's decline in marriage rates and the interrelated lowering birth rate. But China's so-called leftover single men have also been pointed out as a crisis, with China having millions of more men than women of marriageable age, partly a consequence of the one-child policy combined with a traditional preference for baby boys. For years, China's leftover women were also mentioned as a reason for the country's declining marriage rates. China's well-educated, career-oriented urban single woman was singled out for making it harder for China's unmarried men to find a wife because of their choice to postpone marriage and family life. This increased the pressure on China's single women to get married, including facing an associated social stigma, which has become a recurring topic of debate on Chinese social media. Chinese couples are allowed to have 2 children since 2015, 3 children since 2021, and it was later widely reported that parents with more than 3 children would also no longer receive fines, according to a draft law amendment. But the new regulations had not had the desired effect, with many couples simply not wanting a second child or being unable to afford it. The pandemic and zero-COVID policy also haven't exactly helped to boost China's birth rates. While netizens' opinions on the matters vary, experts, politicians, and media outlets focus on the topic of how China's birth rates can be boosted. Various places across China have already announced policies to encourage families to raise more than 1 child, including prolonged maternity leave, increased maternity allowance, and support for home purchases. One hashtag that was popular on Weibo this week was about a statement made by the billionaire businessman Zhong Qingho, CEO of leading beverage company Wahaha Group. Zhong is a proponent of offering affordable housing to young people. In a video that has since gone viral and which was a segment from a CCTV interview, Zhong talks about his low-cost housing project and also called on China's young people to find a partner, get married earlier, and have children sooner to contribute to the country's birth rates. The hashtag triggered many replies. Most of them criticized Zhong's remarks, and many commenters expressed that they did not like being told to marry and have kids. Some also remarked how Zhong's own 40-something daughter allegedly is not married herself. It is not the first time for an opinion leader or expert to frame marriage and childbirth as contribution to the country. In 2015, the Chinese scholar Yang Zhao wrote an essay in which he explained China's falling birth rates as a clash between individualist and collectivist values. At the time, he wrote, "For the country, for society, for parents, can't you let go a bit of personal happiness? After all, isn't the marriage key to solving China's present-day problems?" Another hashtag that went viral in early February is, "Could shortening education time increase birth rates?" The topic relates to an article published by Zhejiang News on January 16 about China's education and the population report. In this report, James Leong and other authors suggest that shortening the duration of education might help boost the country's birth rates. The authors suggest that the middle and elementary education time could be cut down by 2 years by eliminating the senior high school entrance examination. There are two ways in which this idea might benefit China's birth rates. On the one hand, the author argued, China's highly competitive education system puts a lot of pressure on children and financial strain on their parents, who struggle to invest as much time and money into their children's education as they can. The pressure is real. The exam results during the last year of junior high school are of crucial importance regarding admission to the preferred senior high school, which also profoundly influences education after high school and the students' future careers. So the reasoning is that couples are more likely to have children if the financial burdens on parents are alleviated. On the other hand, the authors argue that when people finish school 2 years earlier, this will give them more time to start their life after graduation, making it more likely for women to have children at an earlier age. One post about this topic received over 225,000 likes and nearly 13,000 comments. A typical reply suggested that all these experts should have more children themselves, reiterating a widespread criticism of opinion makers and experts who often do not practice what they preach. Others expressed that they did not think that China's lower birth rates were related to education, while others felt that a shortened education time would be a step back for China. Some also criticized the Zhejiang News. The media outlet itself indicated that the idea of shortening school years to boost fertility rates was like treating people as tools. But some commenters said, the sad thing is not that people are treated as tools. The sad thing is that it took you this long to realize it. There are more Weibo bloggers and commenters suggesting that the people paid a heavy price for the one-child policy that was implemented between 1980 and 2015, and that its effects will have a significant impact on society for a long time to come. After decades of only allowing couples to have one child, the shift to introducing policies to encourage people to have more children is a strange reality. Indeed, it is a man-made crisis. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. Just click the subscribe button right here. I'll see you again shortly. Until then, be well.